concerning the low utilization of CDF by the various constituencies, both which are run by our own members of parliament and members from the opposition Patriotic Front and other political parties. It's very unfortunate. I think the increment of the CDF is the best thing that has happened to this country. So I think from independence, what's happened is that that is decentralization per excellency. The national cake is being distributed equally in all the regions through CDF, and it's very unfortunate that when we as government have given them 100%, we have a situation where our own ministers are coming from, like Lusaka Central, we have low utilization of say 21%. It's very unfortunate, and we as government will try to go to the drawing board, find out what is the reason, because initially when we took over government in 2021, when we increased CDF from 1.6 million to 28.3 million, one of the problems of the low utilization rate was because that all decisions, meaning in terms of approving the projects, the various projects were being done in Lusaka, in the minister's office. But what we did last year is that we decentralized into the provincials. So maybe there's need to decentralize more into the councils. So I personally, I will have a chat with Honorable Gary Nkombo and the two PSs there to find out on how best, because these are some of the reasons that can make us lose power. When we mean well, when we have given the people the powers to decide. The people in Chama can decide what they want, and not us in Lusaka who have not been to Chama to decide, okay, the people in Chama need the DSTV when they don't need DSTV, when they need something else. So I think personally, over the CDF, it's a very bad story, and I think even the president shares my thoughts about it, but we are fixing it, and we'll find out the problem. Maybe it's teething problems that are happening. Then concerning if the economy is bad, will we as UPND accept it? Yes, we will. President Hakainde Hichilema has confirmed that why we are having economical problems are because of this and that. One of them is lack of forex coming into the country. That is why KCM and Mopadi will soon start moving. The economies in the provinces of Copperbelt will soon start moving. We've accepted on the challenges that we've had, like over CDF, and the people of Zambia should be happy that they have a government that is accountable. We saw how the former Foreign Affairs Minister, Honorable Steny Kakuo, resigned over a private business. That is strictly private business. He didn't do a transaction in his role as a government minister, or in his role as a member of parliament for a period, or maybe in his role as a member of the United Party. He did it, but because of the high leadership bar which President Hakainde Hichilema has put upon the New Dawn government and its presidents, people are resigning. It couldn't happen in the past regime. We saw how people were being arrested. Somebody is going to court with a government vehicle. How do you expect people from SCC and to investigate him when he's coming there as a minister? How do you expect a magistrate or judge to pass a ruling against when he knows that this person has come with a government vehicle? So we have a government that cares, accountable, and if we have challenges, like what President Chuba did in 94 by telling the people of Zambia to tighten their belts, we'll tell them. But right now, we've not told them to tighten our belts, even when the problem that what we found in 2021 is triple the problem that President Chilwa found in 1991. We have said we're fixing it. We've increased CDF, we keep increasing CDF every year. We are employing people. I talked about when I was on radio earlier on how Zambia now has become a net exporter of underdressing fertilizer, which was only the case in the UNIP time when the NCZ was operating. So the people of Zambia should be confident that they have leadership that is truthful, accountable, and it means what it says. There's no one who's going to develop Zambia for us. We cannot depend on donor money to develop this country. Yes, some of these taxes are very unfortunate that are coming on, but we have found ourselves in a situation which we know. You can imagine about 20 years ago, we as Zambia were begging the world to forgive us of debt through HIPIC. Kaunda's debt, we were begging. And now again, we've gone back to begging. So now we have to prove to these people who we are asking for a debt restructure program that we can pay for ourselves. We can raise our own resource. Just last week, we saw on how, for the first time, Zambia Revenue Authority were able to raise 100 billion through taxes. You should be proud. I should be proud that I am helping this country develop. Yes. So we are working around ways on how the Zambian citizen can have better increment, better salaries, better conditions of work, and we've seen on how more people are being employed. So we are very confident that the Zambian citizenry will not be affected by some of these taxes that are being introduced through the Zambia Revenue Authority. But we are hopeful that 2024 will be a better year, will be better years, and we believe that by the end of this year, some of the problems that we faced last year and we're facing right now will not be the case. No. There are no empty promises all the promises that we are doing. One course, we said we are going to increase CDF. We've done it. We've ticked. I remember the president said we've ticked. In his first press briefing, he asked Zambians to highlight the promises and tick. We've ticked on CDF. The president mentioned that we as the Zambian government, we as the UPND are going to introduce free education. We've introduced it. We've ticked. Introduction of meal allowances. We've ticked. Employment. Every year we're having bonanza employment. Jobs are falling in. Come rain, come sun. Every year. Just recently, teachers, health workers, about 3,000 were published. We'll be reporting next week. Again, this year we are going to employ 4,500 health workers. We've been employing even teachers. They will soon announce the 4,500 teachers. Again, this year we're going to employ. So I think there are only a few issues like the debt crisis, which our colleagues, it took them over 14 years. But we as the UPND have said that within this term, we're going to work on that debt restructure, and we want to make sure that never in this country should we have a situation where Zambians should go and beg to the world, forgive us for debt. It's very unfortunate. Imagine the MMD managed to clear the $7 billion in 2004. 14 years later, 16 years later, again we're begging, asking for forgiveness. It's very unfortunate. The Zambian people should never go back to such careless leadership, selfish leadership that does not think about the next generation, don't think about the next election. President Hakan the HLM and the New Dawn government and the UPND party led by Ebo SG Menga, we are thinking about the next generation. That is why we are building hospitals, maternity wings at every clinic. That is why we're improving the education wing and other issues.